Hi. Let me do all the things to post all the thingamabobs that I gotta post. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, Twitter. And Tumblr. And Discord. Oh yeah, and can't forget on here. If you don't know, if you follow the notifications instructions on my website on the member page, then I can send a little push notification. There we go. Alright. Fun. So, I got some fun stuff. I'm gonna wait a little bit because y'all aren't here yet. So we gotta wait a sec. Just a little bit. You know what I need? I really need some like proper music. You know? Like some nice background music or something. You know what I mean? That would be great. I've been thinking of like maybe making my own, you know, like making a simple little tune that I can just have looping in the background while I stream or do whatever. What got me interested in hypnosis? Well, I posted the full story on my website, but basically I don't really remember a time where I wasn't interested in it. It was just kind of always an interest of mine, and it was always, you know, in a dominant way. I mean, throughout the years, you know, because there's a lot of hypnotropes in media and stuff, and in cartoons especially. And it just kind of kept fueling it. So I don't really know when it started. I only know some things that influenced it more, but I just kind of was always really interested in it. Now I'm doing it, which is fun. And I enjoy doing it a lot. So yeah, so that's fun. Ooh, a pet of mine has found a very pretty dress. Ooh, it's cute. Maybe I'll get it later. Perhaps. It's funny because it's interesting to see how different people got interested in hypno. Because the most common answer that I hear is like Ka from the Jungle Book. That didn't really ever get me that much, as much as other things. And I find it really interesting when some people discover it recently. It's really neat. It can be used to treat different illnesses. Yeah, I know. It can be used for a lot of things, and it's really interesting to see how much the mind can affect the body, whether, for in a bad way or in a good way. But yeah, no, hypnosis and even trance is something that I think has been in a lot of cultures, I suppose, and has definitely been used in different ways across time without fully knowing what it is. Or not what it is, but like how it can be used to its different potentials. Yeah, no, I find the topic really interesting, for sure. Yeah. But I'll probably explain it later, but basically today I have a desk cam. So I can share with y'all what I'm doing, which I think is exciting. Let's see, let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Boop. Wow, amazing. So, I got a little desk tab. So now you guys can actually see my table. And so I can actually show toys like this one, which is really just one of my absolute favorites. I mean, how can you not? Look at it. It's so cool. I love it so much. It's amazing. Yeah, but we'll get to that later before I get carried away. For now, I wanted to doodle. Since I can't seem to just allow myself to do that in general, if we're gonna do it on stream, then why not? Also, I have a new webcam. I don't know if you guys noticed. So I have my new webcam, and then what I'm using as my desk cam is my old webcam. So it's exciting. So it's fun. Alright. I was thinking of drawing flowers. Either flowers or like maybe some tattoos. But it could also be both. Nothing wrong with that either. Let's see, I might have to reposition a little bit. And Doodle Stream, yeah. Doodle Stream, and also potentially some fun toys stream. Oh, look, you can see the webcam. Cool. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. There's my microphone. Exciting. Oh, I also have my voice changer thingy. I don't think it's on. Let's see. Let's see if I can even just get it to work. You know? Floral tattoos? Fuck yeah. I do love me some floral tattoos. I mean, hey, I could also paint my nails again. You guys would have a great view of that. Let's see. No. Maybe it's because No, I do. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not seeming to work, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know if maybe I don't have this input. Hang on. Let me hang on. Preferences. This is plugged in properly, right? Yeah. Why don't I have the option? Very weird. Oh well. Let's do flower tattoos. What, you don't want to see my pretty nails being painted? I think you probably would. I don't think you would complain about that at all, would you? All right. See, this is the part that I always struggle with, is just starting. Just doing something. Let's just... Let's just see where this goes. It might go horribly, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine. It doesn't always need to be perfect. It can just be. Okay. So we have a little something there. Don't know what, but you know, it's there. Also, I realized that you guys are seeing it upside down. You know, deal with it. I don't think I can fix that, so, you know, it's fine. Actually, I probably can fix that. Should I? I probably should. Alright, I'll fix it. Hang on. This. Flip. Wait, no, not flip. Shit. Wrong thing. Flip back. Flip vertical. And then... There we go. Now you can see. Wonderful. Amazing. A branch stem thing. Yes. There we go. Move that a little bit out of the way. All right. Now you can see in the same direction. It only took me a while. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see. What kind of flower? See, I keep just thinking too much. You really do just have to kind of, say fuck it. Just let go. Just start drawing. I mean, this can apply to a lot of things, including, letting go of your mind and stop thinking. Not even just for hypnotic purposes, but, just for life. This petal is getting very big. It's fine. It's fine. Nature is weird, Like, it's not perfect. Like, nature isn't perfect, even though we sometimes want it to be. And I mean, I think it's that imperfection that makes it pretty in the first place. Ah, yes. Very squiggly lines. Don't ask me what I'm doing, because I don't know. But you know what? That's fine. It's okay to not know. We'll just, give it some texture or something. It's okay to fuck up. We'll just fuck up a perfectly nice flower. Even though it wasn't that nice in the first place. But that's also fine. It's a striped flower. Perfect. Let's do a little... some, like, lavender type of flower, maybe? Like, I don't want to worry about it being perfect or not. I'm not going to worry about, like, the squiggliness of it, because the more I worry about it, the less I'm going to just do it. So, you know what? It's like, fuck it. We're just going to do it. And I know that lavender does not grow this way, because I have grown lavender myself. But you know what? It's a random flower. Who knows what it is? I sure don't. And that's okay. Plus, it's nice to just kind of chill and just listen to me ramble about whatever flowers, and especially since I know that my mindless pets enjoy losing their mind to my voice talking about anything anyway, so, it's fine. We're just doodling. And there's nothing wrong with just doodling. I'm not gonna make it be perfect. We're just going to let it be. Just do the thing. I don't know if you guys can hear my ice maker whirring back there. I think you probably can. It's fine. It makes for a nice white noise, It's like, it can be relaxing. Right? Sure it can. Have another little one over here. And then we can try putting on some little leaves or something. And while this is like aimed at my desk, I could also, move up the camera and make it just closer to me so that it's easier to see, pretty shiny things, pretty swingy things, and the fun stuff like that. But I'll experiment with that later. For now, we're just doodling. Plus, there are some other toys that I have that benefit from being looked at from above, such as the one that I showed earlier, which is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm very excited to be able to actually do more with it, because my god, it's pretty. Let's just put some little, some little leaves. Also, don't even get me started on my plants. I literally could talk about my plants for hours. Literally hours. And you know what? I'm okay with that. All of the leaves. I know this isn't particularly dynamic composition wise. I'm not exactly trying to be realistic. I'm just kind of doodling. But it is fun to explore like the form of flowers, like how, a petal can be kind of like this, and then it kind of, like it wrinkles in, so then it has some dimension. You know what I mean? It's fun to do that sometimes. But for now, we're doing just straight leaves, alright? We're just doing this. We're not gonna worry about anything. We're not going to pester ourselves with silly little thoughts. We're just going to do it. And in just doing it, we get to have something kind of pretty. Yeah. It kind of looks like wheat, except wheat grows in like single stalks. And this is like a full branch. That's fine. It's fine. Let's see. What else could we do? No, I don't want to update. Go away. Whoops. There we go. We could do something. I mean, what I like to do a lot is I like to, on my iPad, use the symmetry tool, which is just so helpful, and I love it very much. But unfortunately, in the real life, with pencil and paper, I do not have the symmetry tool. So, oh well. I mean, we're just gonna do our best and not worry about it. because it's fine. Who cares? After all, why do we need to cause ourselves our own problems, right? When we can just kind of do whatever. I'm not super sure where I'm going with this, but that's okay too. Just lots of semicircles happening. If even. Sure. We'll go with that. Look at that little diamond. Make that all pretty. Do it on the other side, not as good because we don't have the symmetry tool. Now I could put my iPad on the screen in a screen share. But I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of today showing off my desk cam. So it's fine. We'll do it another day. It doesn't need to be now. We can just do a little bit of shading. There isn't really much of shading, more like just stylized thing, you know? And this is as much me just like talking to the camera as also talking to myself and getting myself to stop worrying about how things look when I just want to make something. Because I definitely do that way too much. And I gotta stop. So this is what we're doing for it. Just me talking to myself and also you. But you just like hearing the sound of my voice anyway, so I don't think you mind that much. Do you? After all, I think it would be weird if you were a fan of my work and then didn't like my voice, but you know, who knows? Little mini baby one over here. Make that just a little bit darker. That's cute. I like that. See? And we just did it. Look at that. Amazing. Beautiful. I love it. I did some the other day that were just like... I did this the other day, which was fun. And these were also just doodles. This one would be cool as like a bracelet tattoo. Or like maybe on the ankle or something. That could be neat. But not right now. Also, hang on just a moment. I think we might be okay. I don't know. My family isn't asleep yet, so, you know. We shall see. We'll see. Oh, you know what would also be cool with this camera? Is doing a candle induction. How would that look? Let's try it. Let's give it a good old go. Oh, hang on. Alright, now we should be good. Got a little candle. This might work better with a 1-wick candle. Here, I'll even show you what I'm doing. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Nope. There we go. Oh, and you can kind of see the light in the lens. That's cool. Isn't that pretty? I could also maybe make it a little bit bigger. Come on. Nope, now it's being weird. Hang on. I fucked it up. Well, why is it doing that? That's bizarre. Okay, hang on. I done goofed it. Okay. I don't know why, like, it registers some of the things that I do to it, but not all of them. Like that. Like, why is it doing that? That's so weird. It's fine. There. There we go. Now we just get to look at the pretty light and how it flickers. You know what? I'll even... where's my camera? There we go. Just the pretty light. And how it flickers and how it's all bright and shiny. It's also really pretty to see how the light reflects off of skin. How it gives it like a really nice warm glow. Now granted, this isn't the best like resolution of the candle and the flame, but I mean it is still quite pretty, I think, especially with like the reflections on the lens. It's quite fun. I don't usually do candle inductions, but they are very interesting, and I don't know, fire has always been very mesmerizing, I think, especially bigger. But I mean, even a small little flame can be very enchanting in a way, and can be very easy to just sit and watch it, usually from, the side, of course. So for this instance, the top view is not doing a lot of favors, but it really is very pretty. Plus, it smells nice. So, that's just a bonus, But yeah. I don't want to bring it too close because I don't want to damage my lens, but it is very pretty, and it's nice holding it in your hand when it hasn't been burning for hours and hours, so it's like softly warm in like a relaxing way, just kind of like hand warming kind of thing. Yeah, it's still very nice. There we go. There I am. Let me fix this. Got it. It twisted me around again. What are you doing? It's being real weird. Well, why is that doing that now? That's just bizarre. It really is doing some shit. Hang on, let me just transition to my face. Let's put this candle away. For now. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know what's going on. And then after I fix it, we can try some of my other toys, because I'm excited to actually be able to play with them. I don't know why that's doing that. But this... No. So weird. I think I got it. I hope so, because oh my god. That sure was something, huh? Let's see. Got to flip it around. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we are. Make sure this is all plugged in right, because we don't want you to stop hearing my pretty voice now, do we? Now we can have fun with this lovely little thing. That is just a joy to play with, really. I mean, just look at how nicely it spins. And the vortex that it makes, making its own little spirals and swirls that constantly change. I mean, it really is just quite enchanting. Almost like weaving a spell. That kind of thing. Here, let me make my little camera a little bit smaller. There we go. So I'm like weaving a spell over your mind, stopping all the thoughts and weaving my control. Isn't that a fun thought? A fun thought while you get to just stare and watch and look at the lovely little toy that I've got, the nebula, as I call it. Round and around and around. Isn't it quite lovely? Seeing how the light shimmers in it. How it can look like it's pulsing, or it can look like it's spinning. It's just very, very lovely. Always drawing you in towards the center, where all of that pretty dust goes to stop. Where it's all swirling towards. Just going around and around as I spin it, just to be stopped. Because of course it, like your mind, is always under my control for me to play with and toy with. For me to spin around and around and then stop completely until your mind is blank and empty. Isn't that fun? Isn't it fun just how easily a simple little toy like this can just take all of your mind and just make it all stop while you just watch. After all, it is very, very mesmerizing, don't you think? It's fun both in a tactile way, getting to spin it round and round and round and round, and then making it come to a stop, and watching all the swirls. Watching how the light reflects off of it. All of the little details and swirls that it makes. Watching me control it. Watching me spin it. Watching me make it stop. Kind of like your brain. It's very easy to make it stop. Very easy to make it blank. Like a lovely little spell. Easily manipulated from my hands. Easily turned in a different direction at a whim. Bent to my will and my desires, of course. Such a fun little toy. It really is the kind of thing that you can just watch for hours and hours. To just let it go and go and go and go. And just watch how it all goes closer and closer towards the center as it spins. Closer and closer and closer until it stops. And it just makes that lovely little spiral. Like a spiral right in your mind. Just like that. That lovely dark little ring continuing to go and go closer and closer. Shifting the light. And then sinking in and then being stopped. And making all that beauty in that one little hole where everything just drops and sinks right at the center. Because at the center, it's almost still. At the center, all of that little powder sinks and drops. So when I make it stop, everything else rises above it and it just turns into a little hole. A little point for you to focus on. Little point where all of your focus just seems to drop and stop and fall. It really is just quite lovely. Look at that lovely little spiral right there. Now that's the kind of spiral that can really stay in your mind. Closer and closer and closer and closer until it stops. And the spiral emerges. Like an imprint on your mind, almost. Going and going and going and going. My voice with the visual really is just lovely. Spinning round and round and round, watching that dark ring get closer again, and then stopping it, and getting that lovely spiral emerging, like a little whirlpool almost. A whirlpool of thoughts, whirlpool of your will, whirlpool of desires. It just gets pulled in and then drops. Isn't that lovely? Such a fun little toy. I mean, at some point, you really don't even need to have a voice along with it. You could just watch. But it is always much more fun to have my voice along with it, isn't it? Much more fun to see me weaving the spell. Going in your head, weaving it, spinning it all around and round. Observing it, and then making it stop whenever I want, and making something just so beautiful from it. After all, a blank mind is a very, very pretty mind. And who doesn't want a very pretty mind, right? Always the spiral emerges. Because who doesn't love a good spiral, right? Can you see why it's called a nebula? Because it looks almost like a dust cloud, especially when it swirls like that. Because even when you're just looking at it from above, you can still see the dimension that it has, the depth that it has. All of that lovely space to then drop into and make that one little focal point. And then turn it back. Stopping and starting it whenever I want. Making that spiral reappear every time. Almost drawing you in, really. Closer and closer. Until it stops. Always sinking a little bit more, seeing that spiral and sinking more. Closer and closer and closer until it stops. There's the spiral. A very enchanting, lovely spiral. Spiral that just takes your mind over and over and over again. Spiral that just makes it very hard to think. After all, why do you need to think when you're looking at something just so lovely, right? Why think when you can just stare? When you can just look and watch and observe and get sucked in and see the spiral again and all that mesmerizing light shifting around in the dust, making all those beautiful swirls and then the one main spiral as it continues to spin. All really just drawing you in deeper, more and more towards the center, closer and closer and closer, going and going and going, and stop. Right in the middle of the hypno? Yeah, kind of. I mean, clearly we're just innocently watching a very pretty mesmerizing thing, right? Although we did do some doodling earlier. Spinning and spinning and spinning, drawing you deeper and deeper as it closes and gets smaller, more focused, more precise. Until finally it stops and you get to drop even more, having the spiral in your mind. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it enchanting how that works? How easy it is to take your mind with lovely little pretty things. Spiraling around and around and around. Stopping and starting. Over and over and over again. really is just very, very mesmerizing. I mean, we could probably do this for hours. But alas, we do have other things that we can toy with as well. But maybe I'll bring the nebula back later. Maybe. One more time. Just watching it go and get more and more focused towards the center, right towards the itty bitty center. And then once it reaches the center, it starts to sink, and then I make it stop, and the spiral emerges. Very fun. Definitely one of my favorite toys. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer. I don't know just how well you can see that, but it really just is something. Maybe at some point I'll put it all the way up here. Maybe. It looks really funky. Yeah, kind of. I like it a lot. But let's see. What else might I have? We could try this. See how that goes. Kind of. I think it mostly looks nice from the side like this. Especially since it's dark blue, and dark blue is just really, really pretty. And plus, who can get enough of these swirls, right? They're just really, really pretty. And it really is something that, you could just sit and watch this for so long. And this one even has a little focal point too. It's a little bubble. Ooh. Hi, webcam. Or I could have it like this. Although it doesn't spin as well when it's on its side, obviously. But yeah, I have this one. It's very pretty antique looking. I think it's got 2 settings, but I'm not quite sure what the other setting is supposed to do. But yeah, once you focus on the swirl, it's a lot easier to get really, really lost in it. You can see yourself staring at them for 2 hours straight? Absolutely. I mean, both this one and the other one are just, you really can just play with them for hours and just mindlessly spin it over and over and, go mindless to it. It's really fun. I have quite a few toys with this kind of thing, including just a whole other crystal ball. Let's see. And for the it would be pretty crazy if it was slightly glow in the dark. The seller that I saw, I think, did put some glow in the dark stuff in one of these. So then while it was spinning, with a laser, you could see the light going. I thought it was interesting, but I kind of prefer being able to see it in the light, because part of the appeal isn't just the spiral, but it's, you know, the little powder inside that makes those swirls that I really like. Also, I don't know why these have bubbles. That's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Yeah. We can even have them side by side. I think they're the same color, actually. Like the same shade of blue. Well, this one might be a little bit darker, but that might also just be the light. Although that kind of looks like boobs. So we're just gonna... There we go. Oh, I know what else we could check out. Let's see. My, big old crystal. Also, hi, tattoo. What's up? This one. Because this one, while I can't swing it because it's, you know, doesn't have anywhere to swing it from, it does slightly spin. You can even see the light reflecting onto my hand. So that's pretty. A strike for the swirly boobs. That would be pretty sad, honestly. But yeah, this crystal especially, I mean, you can see what it's doing just with my blue light over there, but with the sunlight it makes rainbows, and when I spin it, the rainbows go everywhere, and it's really just so pretty. I have so many things in my room that are just very, very enchanting. Even my pillows are enchanting. And that honestly isn't a joke. Because I've got sequin pillows. Let's see. Let's toy with the sequin pillows, shall we? Without wrecking my stuff. Move the pencil out of the way. This one's a little bit chunkier, so it fills up the screen more, but I have made a little clip messing with these. And besides the fact that it's very like tactile, and definitely touch is a big thing for me, so, you know, even sensations like this can be very mesmerizing because you're just kind of mindlessly touching it and feeling it change under your finger. And especially when light hits this, like stronger sunlight, it just projects all of these little lights onto the ceiling, and then as you play with it and move it around, all those lights shift around and change, and it's really fun. And then, you know, I could just sit there and talk about all of the lights shifting, and you know, could be a fun way to lose your mind. The sound is also really nice. I don't know how much you can hear it, but just all of it is really enjoyable. You can make it all. Although I think part of what makes things mesmerizing is not so much consistency, but like repetition. So like, you know, if I start to go all crazy with this one, it's not really gonna do much, but the fact that it's slow and measured, and just kind of both the sound and the visual of it going back and forth and being all shiny and pretty makes it easy to just kind of stare at it and to just kind of not really need to think about anything while you watch, because it's just enjoyable. You can see some of the light on my hand. You see that? Kind of, sort of. Imagine that, but stronger and on the ceiling. It's great. It's so nice. So I got this blue one, which I don't know why some of these sequins are all tight and messed up. But I'll fix that later. And then I also have a black and gold one. Isn't that pretty? It kind of looks like dragon scales. I think this one especially is a lot more striking, because this takes up the whole screen and then just you get one little line of gold and then it disappears again, and then another little line of gold, and then that disappears with a simple little swipe. It's just really mesmerizing to watch. And the sound is really nice, but I think that's getting more into ASMR type territory. And it's just really shiny, so like you move it around and you can see all the colors and how the light passes through each one. I mean, so many normal things can be just really, really mesmerizing and can be very hypnotic if we allow them to be. And I always really like exploring that. I always find it really interesting. So let's make a large majority of it gold. And then just, play with how the light shifts around. And even seeing how, even just with this hand, how all of the lights and the shades of color shift around just from a little touch. It's really fun. I really like playing around with hypno stuff. If you couldn't tell already. It almost makes my fingers look magical, Magical fingers. And then it just disappears again. That's another one of the very fun things. Here, we'll do some ASMR. Anyway. Who needs ASMR when you can just have your mind taken completely, right? Chuck that over there. I missed. Chuck that. I also missed. Let's see. What else do I have? I have so many things, guys. You don't even know. I mean, you might know, because I did make a video about it, but shut up. Also, fidget spinners are really fun. I mean, I think that in the hypno community, fidget spinners are very, very underrated. It is a spinny thing in your hand. Especially the colorful ones, like Why would you pass up on that? Who cares if they've been overdone? They're fucking cool. Look at that. Especially when they're slower, so you can actually see how they move and how the color shifts and how the light hits them. Really cool. I've definitely hypnotized a few people with fidget spinners before. Well, let's see what is in my toy chest. More spirals, of course. Can't have enough spirals, really. Here I've got a cheap one that I'm not really a fan of. It doesn't spin very well. It's got too much friction. I just like, compare this to, it's just you can't compare it. But the idea is nice of having a spiral and then having it spin, but I don't think it was executed very well. We also have my formerly biggest crystal, because now my biggest crystal is is this guy. Well, biggest crystal that I can swing anyway. Biggest crystal in general is the one that I showed you earlier, but just goddamn. I'll put this over here. What else do I have? Oh, these are some of the ones that need to be on a table to work well. Although it might work better the other way. Yeah. Can you imagine this, but on a little bit bigger, and just... I mean, even the noise is, since it's consistent and a little bit rhythmic, it can really be like a nice background noise, while the spiral part just takes you in. Plus, it also goes up on the side, so if you're looking at it from this angle like I am, you can see it climbing up and then getting sucked into the spiral. Just top notch. 10 out of 10. What else? I've got some more fidget spinners. Because seriously, they spin. Why would hypnotists not fucking use this? Like, damn, look at it. It's cool. You word it the right way, and anything can be a hypnotic focus. Alright? Here's another one. I like this one because of the, it's got a little dent. Because of the colors. So then when it's spinning, it's more of a colorful. I really need to center myself. So then you can use that bit as a focus, or even how it reflects the light as it spins, or hell, even the sound. Just all of it is really very hypnotic. I think the other time that I actually used this to hypnotize, I used this one, I believe, and I just had it, instead of spinning it like that all fast, I had it go slowly, and then I told them that as they watched more and more, and as it came to a stop, their mind would stop, just like that. And that worked pretty well. So, I liked that one, but I think there's a lot of potential there that we're just kind of sitting on, because it's like, oh, fidget spinners, when really they're just, look at that. Look at all those colors, and look at that light going round and around and around. And then as it slowly comes to a stop, so does your mind, and then everything just gets blank and empty. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So I've got those. I've got this, which is kind of similar. Whoops. It's kind of similar to this one, except it doesn't have the like silver part. So, but it also spins, and it's also a sphere, so it's easier to see how it travels down or how it travels up into it. I think it would benefit a lot from a contrasting color, so you can kind of see it easier. Although you could argue that not having a contrasting color helps it, because then you have to focus more and you have to look deeper into it to be able to see the spiral moving. So it just depends on the person, I think. What else do I have? Oh yeah, this is one of the things that also definitely needs a table, because these I can kind of do in my hand if I'm very gentle with it, but this just has to be on the table. I mean, do I even need to say anything about that? It's just straight up a spiral, man. Just good stuff. Here, I'll even one up it. Hang on, I got an idea. Let's take this. We'll use a new page. We'll put this on it. And then, where's my pencil? Hang on. You know what I'm saying? This one works better on paper. Like, you know. It's good shit, man. It's just good shit. Now this, but 10 times bigger. Someone get that for me. I want it. This one doesn't work too well on the paper. But I mean, it could if you do it hard enough. Nope. Works better on the table. Now, this kind of design was on like a spinner type thing. Well, actually, let's... Nope. I tried. Like, that's just cool. It does make a bit of a noise that I don't think is quite hypnotic as like this one. Because this one is more like a white noise kind of thing, whereas this one is more like a rattling. It's not as pleasing to hear. But, I mean, if you see any cool spinny things that I might be interested in getting, fucking send it to me. Like, send me the link. Email me. Send it to me on Twitter, on fucking Tumblr. I don't care. Send it to me. I want all of the things. I need all of the spinny things. What else? Oh yeah. I've got these two, which are actually pop sockets. I don't feel like putting them on my phone, but they spin. And like, obviously, how am I gonna pass up that opportunity. You know? Like, it's just straight up a spiral. This kind of looks like I have it emitting from my hand. Let me... Ooh, wait. Ooh. Submit to me. Obey me. Worship me. That could be fun in like a glove, actually. Wear the glove and then spin the thing and take mines. Woo. Or like if you had it here. Although it's a little bit harder to do here. Ooh. Either way, they're super fun. It's just... all of the spinny things. All of them. I want them all. What else? Oh, these things are really cool. These are little bubble ones. Except they don't blow bubbles. They are the bubble. Wow, amazing. I mean, definitely things that have... There's a cat at the door. Things that are very, colorful are obviously very easily spun into being mesmerizing because, who doesn't like looking at pretty, colorful things, I feel like this one would be fun for, like, bimbo stuff. I think bubbles in general are fun for bimbo stuff because it's like, just be pretty and happy and just look at the bubble. Look at the colorful, pretty bubble, and then you can pop the bubble and all of your thoughts go away, kind of thing. It's fun. Also, if you hear a lot of scratching at the door, that would be Salem. But we're gonna wait to bring him in because I have a bunch of stuff on the table. Oh, we also have... So I made these two things. And by made, I mean I bought the crystals, I bought the chain, and I bought either hair sticks, and then I like glued it so that it's more of a... Actually, this one might be easier to... Salem, stop! This one's probably easier to see like this. Like that. He's complaining a lot. But the cool thing about this is that I really need to center better. Is that I made it so that the crystals themselves can detach. So I've got a shorter one. If I could actually get my shit together, that'd be great. I have a shorter one, and longer one. So, and if I want, say, the blue one on the shorter one, I can just... Done. And then you can just, It looks more like a wand. Because as we know, I do like magic-themed things. Oh my god, Salem, relax. Alright, I'll bring... He wants the love. Come on. Follow in. Get your tail in. Are you also coming in? Well, come on. Hurry up. There you go. All the way in. Watch your tail. The boys are in. Hi, baby. What else do I have? So most of the rest of what I have is just, you know, crystals and my pocket watches in a different box. The only other kind of unusual thing that I have is this thing. And this thing will probably work more in a webcam. And it's just can y'all chill? So I thought this would be mesmerizing, probably better in person. Yeah, they're gonna be roaming around. But this would definitely be better in person, because I think both the tactileness of it, feeling it like running along your arm, it feels very soft almost. And then, you know, while you've got that physical tactile sensation of the softness, you can also see it as it, you know, spins. It makes a cool little design. And it's cool. And when you let it go, it bounces. So that one's pretty cool. And then, you know, it's one of those things that I feel like you can mindlessly do. Like, you know, you can just do this mindlessly. Or you can get it trapped in your hand like a bubble hand. So yeah, I would love to bring one of these to like a con sometime, like a HypnoCon, and then have a group of subs, maybe even some doms, to, I don't know, set up like a little game and see how long the subs last. How easily they have their mind taken by the pretty little thing. Same with, because I have balls. Well, I have, same as the crystal balls, but I have them, they're like a silicone or a rubber, and they've got the same stuff in it. So I think that would be fun to have at a con, and then do kind of like a hot potato thing, I guess. And then if you get caught in it while it's in your hand, you lose. And all the while the tists are tempting you to look and tempting you to look at the pretty shimmers and sparkles, because, you know, the powder in it picks up and swirls around when it's being moved. So if it's being thrown around, once you catch it, all of the swirls will be active, and then, you know, all the people that might be susceptible will kind of get caught in it. I don't know. I think it would be really fun. Yeah, that's most of my toys. I mean, well, like I said, because anything really can be a hypnotic tool. Like, you know, I could use this pencil and draw your attention to it and have it go around and around and whatnot. Or even I could be drawing again and just having you focus like on the tip of the pencil and just focusing and focusing and focusing on it, because most of hypnosis is about just your focus. So, but these are the objects that I find most interesting, like that I feel like have the most interesting potential for shenanigans, let's say. So I think it would be really cool. Another thing that would be fun to hypnotize with is like literally just a cat toy, like, you know, a feather on a on a thing, like like this, kind of, and then going like that. Obviously, it would be better in person because, you know, the camera can't pick it up as easily. But that could be cool for like pet play kind of stuff. You know, if someone wants to get into a kitten mindset, that would be a good way to take them under. As you can tell, I think a lot about hypnosis and ways to use it in a interesting and fun manner. Yeah, it's really cool. That's most of the stuff that I have. But again, if you find something cool, show it to me. I want it. I will get it. Oh, I guess the other really cool thing is... Let me grab it. The Hypnofan. Can't bring it too much closer because it's plugged in. But let's... Well, that changed the color of my other thing. Let me change the color back. 1 sec. There we go. And again, that's something that looks a lot better in person than on the camera, just because it really can't compare. Plus, it looks a lot smoother in person, but that's a fun one. I mean, those are just cool. And then it would be cool to have one that has words flashing occasionally, you know, like submit and obey and all that fun stuff, and like dropping and syncing. But I would love to someday just sit someone down in front of this and just turn it on. Just say, like, go at it. Just sit here for a few hours, getting your mind all tenderized for me before I start toying with it, and we'll see just how fucked up you can get. Oh, look, you can see a little... Hi, buddy. And then Salem's right behind me. Hi. You want to come say hi? So, yeah. I think I tried... Oh, here's the boy. He's your baby. That's the majority of interesting things that I have that I like, that I would like to play with more. Hopefully I can... Oop! There comes Salem again. Hopefully I can start doing some clips with them and start... Hi! I'm being inspected. Sorry, we've been interrupted by cats. Clearly this takes priority to whatever the fuck I was saying. Hi. It's a big baby. Salem, I'm told that you've gotten fat. Well, fatter. But that just means he's very well loved. Do you like the hollow fan? I mean the hypno fan? Anyway. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I do want to do clips with all these cool toys to sell sometime. And if you didn't know, I'm hoping to make and sell clips. I might do some that'll go on here. Salem, stop flicking your tail at me. Please. Be respectful. Anyway, but I think a lot of these toys are at their best potential when they're in person. 'Cause there's some things that the camera just can't get. Let me just... Hi, Salem. Just... no, excuse you. Get out of there. He's trying to go in the treasure box. It's not allowed. These objects are too powerful. You can't have them. You can't have them. He's like, I want him. What? What? Whoops. Ah. Oh, behave. Now he's mad at me because I took away all of the fun toys. Here, look at this. You like it? No? That would be a no. Yeah. Besides those, and any that you guys see that you can show me so that I can get... Can you stop going nuts on me, please? Where's your toy? Go crazy with something else. Where's the fucking... The laser pointer. Come on. Come on. You wanna get it? You wanna get it? Cat life. Do you not? He's just sitting there being annoyed. What about this one? You want this one? No? What do you want? I don't know what he wants. Why are you being all annoyed? Ow! Don't bite me. I was moving a thing out of your way. He's so rude. Salem, if you're gonna be rude, at least be rude in frame so I have proof. Come on. You don't get it? You don't get it? You gonna get it or not? Oh, there it is. There it is. The single paw. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Anyway. Anyway, for like the third time, besides those things, I do want to try to make my own hypno toys in the future at some point. He's gonna knock some shit over, I swear to God. So that is like a personal project of mine. Even I'm getting distracted by my own cats. I'm just looking at them through the camera. It's a wonder I ever get anything done. Anyway. So hopefully I can make some more interesting things that I think can be hypnotic. Like, I've made a spiral necklace before that actually spins. I have it over there, but I don't feel like getting it, so sorry. But, you know, I'll be experimenting with things to make. Now both of them are watching me. What do you want? Nope, over here. What do you want? Do you want this? Is this what you want? No, no, no. There you go. Let's see if I can distract him and also talk at the same time. I don't think I can. Oh, no, there he goes. But nope, now he's on the table. Anyway, this has really been derailed by cats, but, you know, you gotta love them, so why not? Don't get mad at me. He's getting all pissy, so I'm gonna ignore him. Yeah, so, definitely if you want to stay updated. I can't even make a single thought with these guys. Is that how you guys feel with me? You just can't make a single thought. I can't get out one thing because he's in my face and Puck is still staring at me. They do love me a lot. That's true. They're very affectionate, but they're also little shits, like all cats. If you do want to be notified about like new interesting things that I do, definitely go to my website. You know what? We're gonna go to cropped because I can't. Oh no, you can still see them in cropped. You know what? Here we go. We're just gonna talk like this so that I can finish a sentence. If you want to be notified about stuff, you know, checking my website is a good way because I usually post things there. I also send out a notification when I'm streaming on there because, you know, I'm trying to stream consistently every Thursday, but where I stream will vary. So sometimes I stream on Chatterbait where I get a little bit more, you know, erotic hypno-y, and then sometimes I'll stream here where it's more casual. And on one of the sites that I'm on, Stars AVN, they're starting to test a clip shop feature. So when that's out, I will probably be making some clips there to sell. So let me know what kind of clips you would be interested in. You know, let me know what you want to see me play with more. Definitely the Nebula will be one of them for me. And yeah, just let me know what you enjoy. I'll do my best to keep you guys updated, and I do still want to make some more stuff for YouTube, but YouTube is not very lucrative or beneficial in terms of erotic things and any sort of adult thing ever. And and you know, YouTube is interesting at the moment, so we'll see. But I do like to keep the streams on YouTube, casual, and just kind of see what happens and get distracted by cats 10 million times. Yep. So yeah, be sure to follow my social media for updates and stuff. You can find all of my different social media on my website. Most of the things are just gonna be on my website. Just go on my website. It's good. I promise. I worked very hard on it. But yeah, so it's about time for me to finish up. The cats seem to have calmed down, so that's nice. I hope that you guys enjoyed messing around with my setup, and hopefully I get the attention span and focus to make some clips and then maybe post them, maybe sell them. We'll see. I was also thinking about selling like physical things. Like I thought about, offering like a little letter from me with, like a little kiss at the end and like in my perfume and whatnot. And I thought it would be funny to do like a mold of my hand and, fill it with plaster and sell that. I don't know. I think like dumb, cute little things like that would be fun. Let me know if you have ideas for more of that kind of thing. And maybe we'll see. Anyway, I had fun hanging out, and I will see you guys later. I might hop in like in a few days and just kind of play a game out of schedule. There will probably still be a Thursday stream, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Bye!